Just hold on a minute. Alright, actually, y'all are going to start without the lighting, man. Oh my god. Pleasant good night, my people. Alright, see, just reach home. Off to a start, but at least reach. See them way. See, them really like them, no plug in. Alright, one down. Yeah, man, big up on yourself. Pleasant good night, Twin Supreme Radio Show. Fans, you see me? Just reach home. You see me? Alright, Chin, big up yourself. You see me? Understanding consistency. That's our topic tonight, Chin. Big up yourself. You see me? Alright, big up on yourself, Twin Supreme Radio Show fans. Alright, bro, God bless up yourself, Chin, for tonight. Hold on. Chin, you may have one credit for alright, Camille, big up yourself, me have one credit for you for last week, though. Alright, just remind me about that CMA. As soon as we get in the show, we can deal with that on you. You know? Yes, alright. Nothing said, nothing said, nothing got style, me a style or a cheat the game, alright? Don't think that. Alright, so see, right, so just reach home. Yeah, just a come from Nickel, so no I think come down already, see me. Alright, you're good, man. Alright, big up yourself, Chief. Big up on yourself, everybody with upon the live, see me, you see me? Yeah, man, thank you so much for making the Twin Supreme Radio Show. Understanding consistency is the topic tonight, see me. So no I think come down already. Each and every week we do endorsement saying that I go for his garage. Alright, Latanya love, good night. Alright, we go here for Latanya love tonight. So interestingly, how they going on so? No, so how are going on so? How they like it? Cancer. Alright. So we go here for Latanya love tonight. Alright. Same way. So Goofy's Garage Pass Swing Road each and every week, finest mechanic and bodywork service, alright? Same way. Hillside Graphic Tees over there on Instagram. Go and check them out as well. Same way. Stunting watch and accessories. Alright? Yeah man, you don't know. Fresh Kitty and more. Don't forget that one day. Fresh Kitty and more. You hear any name? Yeah man, check out. Yeah man. Over there on IG as well. Yeah man. Alexa's Classic Swimwear. Don't forget that one day as well. Same way, go and check them out. So I don't know anything come down already same way. Kinda tired, kinda hungry, but I don't know the dedication for your show. Have to come through, have to do it. Alright? So big up on yourself, everybody who reach. All I wanna reach yet. When you reach, drop a like for the show, please, and thank you. Same way. Alright? Drop a comment, same way. Alright? Big up on yourself. So the show tonight is consistency. Same way. Who understand what that means? Same way. So we have Latanya Love on the phone line. Same way. Pleasant good night.
Good night.
Alright. Yeah, man. So the topic tonight is consistency. Alright?
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency. Let's see what the actual definition of consistency
Yeah, man.
is.
We love that.
Okay. The application of something typically that's necessary for the sake of logic occurrence, or doing things on a regular basis.
Okay. Good. To continue to do something. Yeah, man. In a specific way. Yeah, man. Definitely change. If you continue to do something in a specific way. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That is one. Alright, Latanya Love, just give it one. So, there is any more towards consistency, Latanya?
Yeah, just the quality of always behaving and performing in a similar way.
In a similar way.
So, yep, in a similar way.
Okay.
Being consistent.
Okay. So
always showing up, always doing what you need to be doing.
So that sound like consistency mean like you pick a side and stay upon it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Understanding consistency, my people. That's our topic tonight. Same way. So you know, as we progress along the show, Twin Supreme Radio Show, fans big up on yourself. See me all out there, all I wanna reach yet. Near and far. Same way. Understanding consistency. When I hear that, what come to mind? First hearing that topic, Latanya Love, what come to your mind when you first hear that topic?
First thing that comes to mind when you're thinking about consistency always are goals. The goals are the first thing that comes to my mind, and being consistent with what you want to accomplish. It's the first thing that comes to mind. Consistency seems to be a big challenge for everyone. It's remaining committed and continuously doing what it takes to reach your goals or a specific goal.
Or a specific place.
Or
achieving a specific thing. So we can use the word, you know, we can pick the word, you know, and stay with it on consistency. Oh, consistency come with discipline as well. So basically consistency would have been discipline then.
Discipline, the agreement or harmony. It's also consistent.
Yeah.
Sticking to one way of acting or thinking. Being consistent in your actions, being consistent in your work habits, being consistent in the things that you do on a regular daily basis.
Consistency. Topic are deep, you know. It's a deep one. Yeah, man. So consistency is actually something that it's good for human being then. Being consistent is actually something that would get us way ahead by being consistent.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you're consistent in your workout every day, what's going to happen? You're going to get stronger.
You're going to get
better. Yeah. But if you're inconsistent in your workout, the opposite happens.
Can be good and bad too. Alright, Chin, explain the bad things about consistency. We're here for your perspective. I want to think for you. So deep, man. Yes, if you're consistent in your workout, then you're going to see result.
Yeah. I can't see the comments, but yeah, there's definitely a negative and positive to it, because if you're consistent in eating sugar, you know, you can be consistent in doing something that's also not good for you.
But would you agree, say most people on the planet consistent with things when they benefit them from the result that we actually have to show?
Yeah. On we are consistently
doing the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing, right?
Naturally, it seems.
So naturally, our part of consistency really resonates with the bad part of consistency.
Yes. Yes. We gravitate towards doing that. So how do we remain consistent always in a positive manner?
Taking up a challenge or a task and stick to it no matter what happens.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Start something and actually finishing it.
Absolutely.
Alright. I do a survey from myself to a lot of people who me surround myself, like me surrounding, and I realize something in common with a lot of us. We start a lot of things but we never finish them. So the more we do that, the easier it becomes to do that. It becomes second nature for us to start something and not willing to finish it, not carefully understanding what we set out on a journey and understanding what it will or go take to actually accomplish this end. Because if we had reason, like fully understand some of what you have to go through, most of the things we start wouldn't start them.
Or you would start them.
No, we would
You
not.
would start.
We,
if you knew how hard it was, not necessarily you wouldn't start them, because it's when you get into it, when it starts to getting hard, because you can acknowledge that something is going to be a challenge, but once you're in it, and that challenge presents itself, that's when the consistency starts to fall apart. Would you agree, or would you say that it just doesn't start?
I would agree. It start there, and you still have to understand when, like, people who are not willing to do hard tasks and challenges, if they understand what they was actually going to agree on before they did it, would you still think they would start or still agree to do it?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly.
All right.
It depends on how much they want. The idea of wanting it, because it's the idea of wanting it that drives us to start. But it's the challenge that makes it consistent.
Yeah,
as we said,
bro.
If you're exercising every day,
yeah,
and you start seeing the results, and it feels good, then you're more likely to continue on.
Yeah,
and remain consistent, right?
Yeah, man. Respect for that emojis there. Big up on yourself. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but if you start exercising and you don't see any results, and you don't see any results in the time frame that you think you should see them, it's a lot easier to start becoming inconsistent. Yeah. You haven't developed the willpower or the discipline. Back to discipline.
Yeah, back to discipline again.
Yeah, because they go together. I would agree with that.
Definitely. DJ Twin over there in Florida, big up yourself. Just a check in, see me, you see me? Yeah, man, come on, big up yourself, yellow. Yeah, man, check in. Yeah, man, consistency. Understanding consistency, I topic tonight, alright? But we're going to quick minute, alright? Alright, give me a minute, alright?
So how do we remain? How do we get more consistent?
How do we get more consistent? All right,
Or is it a goal? Is it a goal? Is that the idea, to be more consistent, right?
Most definitely. Natalie, just a check in, big up yourself, good night. All right. lack of discipline, twin say lack of discipline. Uh, yes, the objective or the goal from understanding consistency is basically to become more consistent in whatever you do or say or take on as like challenges or tasks. Because would you agree to say if we all continue on most of what we start are actually do right now inconsistently, if we have more consistency with it, then we ever get better result and would be way further ahead of our lives and in maybe in our aspect or the position personally, physically, spiritually.
Absolutely. I would agree with that. Yeah. If you remain consistent in all areas of your life, yeah, you would live your best life.
You would actually
you remain
live.
consistent.
True, I agree. Because that make me reflect on my personal self, knowing the abilities, knowing the skills, knowing what we can actually do or accomplish, and not actually doing that, not actually accomplishing these things. Basically, as yet, because I can't like count them out because they're still alive. So you have to just get back on the horse and keep riding. So, understanding this now brings light to a darkened place, right?
Yeah.
All who there for the live or go and talk to me no man, me not see nothing in a chat see me. Understanding consistency. But so now have to share on views, on the thoughts, on this subject or topic. EJ Twin, you have to say, Natalie, Chin, you have to say. I think if all of we remain focused on consistently on the challenges or tasks we already have at hand and take up and start, would we be a better or worse person? I definitely know that I would be way a better person.
So what is preventing you from being consistent in all the ways that you know?
Lack of discipline
Mm,
and easily distracted.
yeah. There are lots of distractions. If we allow ourselves, there's no shortage of distractions. It's almost as if they make new ones every day to distract us from our real goals and purpose. Yeah, definitely have to be disciplined and focused. Which is a challenge, and acknowledging, I think, acknowledging that it is a challenge, and be okay with that.
That's a good position to be in life because that tells you so you're actually looking at the situation where you have at hand. So you can find ways now and means how to deal with this. You say, alright, cool, my lack of discipline, same way, easily distracted, so so that I focus, so you need to get back focus. Understanding focus for what it is, then you can now apply that to what you do and how now you can remain consistent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Come on, me I watch it chats. Nobody, anybody, somebody. Anybody have anything to say about consistency or understanding consistency for what it is? But Like up your life and share up your life, my people. 7 people there, please and thanks. Like up your life, share up your life. Being consistent, understanding. Alright, big up yourself, big up yourself. Is to keep going. Alright, we would achieve more. Alright, agree, chin. Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah, man, consistency, man. Understanding that would make you keep going. Same way. Yeah. We would achieve more. Like up your life and share up your life, my people. Please and thanks. Like up your life. Yeah, man, just press a like button. Let's see if you like the topic, if you're interested, if the topic suits you, or if you are actually. Because sometimes these topics make you feel like people feel like you talk to them personally, see me, Because we all can look in ourselves and think about all our we start already, same way, we actually are going good where we give up on, same way. Some things would make we way better off today day we actually were involved in, or we're not involved in no more. So just saying that make me feel a little bit guilty. So Latanya, would you say, what them? Big up yourself. It's been a while. It's been a while, my friend. Blessings, blessings. All the way from so England check in same way. America, well, Americans in our building. 1, 2, 3 Americans in our building. One English in our building this week. So big up on yourself, same way. Yeah, man. Prince of Radio Show, always feel delighted to be here, representing, conversating, same way, discussing topics with all of you guys. Yeah, man. Give thanks. It's a blessing. Yeah, man. I think consistency have a lot to do with accountability. Yeah, man. Same way. Definitely, me agree. Me agree. Like, you have to give accountability, right? Like, right, Latanya, love?
Absolutely. That's what I was just thinking. Accountability and responsibility when it comes to consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking responsibility for your action or inaction and holding yourself accountable.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that is the word of the night. Tonight. So you can write down the word accountability. Same way. And Latanya, love, would you look up for the meaning of accountability for me?
Let's see, accountability.
Yeah, man. Word I night, my people, accountability. Yeah, man. Give account for something.
The obligation.
Yes.
It's the obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for one's actions is accountability.
So willingness to take action.
Willing.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll be responsible for something. Alright. Take responsibility for something. Alright. Pick up yourself shortly. Same way. Yeah, man. Okay, man. I see Kemar I forgot to take over for you for your reach, You go do all like typing. You back in the background.
So how do you take accountability?
Taking action, making the moves, staying consistent with whatever. Make up your mind, say this is the time, no, and I'm gonna do it.
What about knowing your limitations or being honest with yourself when it comes to accountability?
Good one. How about knowing your limitations? Well, knowing your limitations have a lot to do with if you want to have a limitation, because you have some people who don't have a limitation because they tell themselves that they're not going to limit themselves. So if you use the word limitation, that means either you're going to have, either you're going to make one, or you're going to just not make one. Because we make these things, all of these things, from my understanding or my perspective, realize excuse willingness, accountability, responsibility are things where we make them. We make them in a sense, say, we have to decide, say, we are going to do it and stick to it and commit ourselves to that. So when a lot of people, like sometimes even myself, with the laziness of being accountable and being responsible all the time, CMA, is a choice. Because every single time you have to do something, it's always a two mind. One mind say if you do it, one mind say if you not do it. Which mind you listen to most? Remember, say mind say if you don't do it, you can tell a mind say you not listen to him, and actually move to the challenge or the task. Same time. So you can push back the mind there, alright? Push him back in a one corner, drive him further. It's like that is one of our fears. And how you deal with your fear. By backing down from your fear, by submitting to your fear, or succumb to your fear. When your fear say don't do it, you listen to that. You have to actually stand up now to that fear there, and that fear they tell you say don't do it, and you tell the fear say nah, listen to that, me I go do it, and actually attempt or move towards doing it, getting it done.
Right, and that's how you remain consistent, working through what you just said, working through that.
Definitely.
Making that choice to say, hey, no, I'm not listening to that fear.
Yeah.
And that's how you remain consistent. Okay. I agree.
I agree. Okay. Definitely.
Powerful.
Powerful, yeah man, powerful concepts.
Yeah.
It's always a mind, it's always a war. It's always a war going on inside for negative and positive. In every choices, every decisions, every intersection. But you have to ask yourself now, you have to come back now to taking accountability and responsibility to ask yourself. So who's in charge? Who you are gonna put in charge? Because it all come back to who you put in charge. If you put a positive mind more in charge, then I guess you listen to the positive mind when it speaks. Alright, respect for that exactly. You agree, Latanya?
I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Because you often hear both sides, and which one are you gonna listen to? You know,
Definitely.
and it's sometimes easy to fall into old habits. However, when you make the choice to listen to the positive and see the positive, that also can help you remain consistent because you're trusting yourself.
Like since Evelyn got Negril. So we have a similar conversation. So that resonate deep within. You know, sometimes you have some conversation and it just brings so much clarity, you know? It just brings so much, like, it's like something you already know, but somebody else say it in a one different way where you actually touch it, you actually feel it.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to hear it in a different manner, and it sinks in. And a lot of times we already know, we know, but we don't want to acknowledge for ourselves because it can be easy to fall back into not do what you know you should do. But when someone you hear it again in a different way, you say, "Hey, oh, okay, that's confirmation, that's clarity on that concept that I've been thinking about."
For real,
Yeah,
for real.
absolutely.
Yeah, man, like up your life, man. 7 people there, 5 likes. Like up your life and share up your life, people. Please and thanks. I appreciate it. Same here, all the supporters. Big up on yourself, same here. Powerful conversation we have. We think the chat with another buzz. We think we another have well if although you know so we have these topics same way, you know, so sometimes when we are speak, you know, other people feel guilty by looking back at their own life, at their own, you know, choices where they make same way. Looking back at what they have, you know, or what it would be like, you know, remaining consistent, understanding. Because from my inner look or an outer look at understanding all of this, if we understand consistency or most of the things that we think we know, if we understand them, would you think we would do them in the same way how we continue to do them?
You would think so. That would be the right thing to do, right? If when you know better, you do better, right?
Because in other way they always take action. Respect, bro. In other sense, you know, that would have put you in a one position for you to understand exactly what it means. To stick to it, right?
Stick to it.
Because most of the stuff that we think we say we know them, you know. But knowing something are one thing, but understanding it. When you understand something, that means you know exactly how it work, what not supposed to happen, what can happen, what will happen, what must happen. Understanding is clarity, you know. And if most of the stuff them, if we did have real clarity to them, I guess the result would have been way different from what we have now for sure, right? Because life only talk about result, you know. Life not talk about nothing else, you know. So either good or bad result, life just speak for and with result. Would you agree?
Agree.
Because there's a show me a company, me tell you who you are. That is one aspect I see a way, right? But show me a result and me tell you who you are. So I guess your company, sorry, I guess your company would have be a result, right?
Your company would be a result. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a show me a company, me tell you who you are. So show me a result and me tell you who you are. Is that the same thing?
Okay.
Because why me say so? Because your company would have be a result, right?
Right.
Your result would be your company now, right?
Okay.
What you have to show, what you did, how you did. In a sense. Think about it.
Okay.
Think about it.
Okay.
All right. What them saying? Do not agree. All right. So,
what do people have to say about that?
I didn't get that.
What's in the comments? Who has something to say about that?
I'm waiting to see what he have to say.
Yeah.
Everybody have different prospects. Show me a company Your company, to me, would be your result. What you have to show, what you did.
Your company.
Yes. Like, let's say, like, show me a company, me tell you who you are, depending on the friends, you know, the friend you have that you keep. The people, your friendship that you keep, the people who you keep close to, right? The people who you keep around. So that would have still interpret over to be your result, the thing that you already doing or what you're not doing.
Based on the company that you keep.
Based on the company that you keep.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
That's I can see that. I can see that. Because if you're around more positive and like-minded people,
then
you tend to stay in that space. But if you're around and you surround yourself with people who aren't doing anything, they're just hanging around doing nothing, gossiping or what have you, then that energy falls onto you.
All right, cool. I love that concept. But look at it from an energy. Look at it from being consistent now and not being consistent. If you have friends that's consistent, then you're gonna be consistent, right?
Absolutely.
When you have friends who's not consistent, then you're not gonna be consistent, right?
Right.
So that end up now with your result. That is gonna show your result from being consistent and not being consistent, right?
Right.
Yo, so that was exactly what I was trying to say about, you know, show me a company, I tell you who you are, or be, you know, show me a result, and I tell you who you be. Yeah, your result tell you who you be. Your company tell you who you be. From my aspect, because we're looking at things deep, so we can reason it in and out and try to look at it from a different perspective, understanding.
Yeah, that definitely plays a part in your consistency, your company, what's in your mind, what you're reading, what you're thinking, what you're watching.
Because remember, it's not like we can be consistent on our own. We can be lazy on our own. So where's the company that no company is in that, but the company now go hand over to the result. My company is not my result. I'm a living example.
Okay.
So basically what them are saying company is not, because I will still try to emphasize on that. You choose. Remember saying in a meme say, because you're angry with somebody, you have to take for them style and then ways, you know. It's a choice. So I same thing with doing good. But for yourself is a choice. Being consistent is a choice. Not being consistent is a choice. Wasting time is a choice. Not wasting time is a choice.
Well, that comes back to accountability, because at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for your actions and the choices that you make. Your company is definitely can be an influence on you.
Good.
For your company is an influence. You can't say that it's because of your company. The accountability in you says, "Hey, no, I choose to hang with that person that I know is gonna do nothing. They're gonna be lazy. They're gonna just waste time." Or you choose to be with someone who is going to inspire you and motivate you to do better. But at the end of the day, it's still your choice.
Still your choice.
Towards the goal, absolutely.
Still your choice.
Yeah, it's always yeah. At the end of the day, we all have a choice. We choose to be consistent, or we choose to be inconsistent.
You choose. It's a choice every day.
Everything's a choice every day.
Everything we do is a choice.
We choose to listen to the positive voice, or we choose to listen to the negative voice.
Choice is
you know.
Love it.
Now boils into choice.
Yeah, man, definitely. Who agree? Who agree to that concept? Who agree? Yes, sir. Consistency give us the drive to success. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's what it's about, right?
yeah.
I agree. Definitely, Natalie. Yeah, man. That we are talking about. Understanding that in our sense would make people know we are more, organized. Powerful one, powerful one, powerful one. Understanding consistency is the topic, my people. So anybody never hear the topic before, I never check it on YouTube. Understanding consistency. What this can really mean for who learn something tonight, who understand exactly the mission or the goal behind understanding consistency. To stay or be consistent, start something and actually complete it. Consistent. It really shed a different light and a positive outlook on our own personal life and growth. You agree, Latanya?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Consistent. Yeah, consistency is essential.
For success.
You don't have to, yeah, for success. That is not, you can be gentle, give yourself some grace. You're not going to always show up the like you want to, ideally, but just showing up. When you show up, you have more of an opportunity. You have more of a chance to be successful.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. Even with the show. Even with the show. Sometimes we have to do crazy things just to get here. Just to
Yeah,
get
but
here.
you're getting. And for what, 2 years? You've been consistent on Monday night?
Consistent. Very
Yeah.
consistent.
What drives your consistency? What makes you more consistent in this than some of the other things you were saying before, where you were like, hey, had I been consistent in that over there, ma'am, I will be way further. Yet you're consistent to Twin Supreme Radio Show. What's the drive?
Me and drive for me. People. Helping myself so me can help people. Start on a journey where people can actually see work and see change and can learn from it.
Yeah. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks.
Appreciate it.
Because then you see the vision bigger bigger than yourself for the people. But now you also know in that the consistency you give to yourself is also going to help the people.
Definitely.
So when we all making a choice and we're, feeling a little lazy about whatever it is that we know we should do, knowing that, especially when you're passionate about a cause, knowing that it begins with you and it starts with you and your consistency to yourself to reach the goals, to help the people. But many thanks, and many blessings.
Really appreciate that. So, you know, powerful conversation tonight. Latanya Love, all the way in America. You love yourself, Latanya. Always a pleasure to conversate with you. Trust me. Same way, you know.
Oh,
Powerful
thank
conversation, powerful topic tonight. Trust me. Something we all can, you know, learn something from, you know, listen to other people's perspective, you know, and see if any understanding or any clarity come to our mind in a sense. If it shed any light.
yeah, yeah. I will say talking about this for me tonight has me thinking about all the ways that I want to be more consistent on my journey, and making sure that I have the discipline and take accountability when I fall off, and acknowledging and say, hey, it's that's okay, but make a choice to be consistent, so that in another 3 years I'm not looking back to say, man, if I had been consistent back then, where could I be now?
No.
Right now, I'm going to be consistent so that I can say, because I was so consistent, look where I am right now.
Definitely. So that can show a positive light on all the years you wasn't consistent to say, you know, all those years could make this my reality, and you miss out on that particular chance or opportunity, and then now you have the same choice to make, you have the same chance to make a different reality, a different opportunities, same way. So what are you going to do now? It's not about what is already gone. So you still have the same opportunity presents itself right now. What are you going to do about that right now?
Yep.
So you can look back in the next 3 years from this to say, you know, 3 years ago, me make the commitment to myself then, because all along I was, you know, putting it off, and now finally that was the time, the date, the minute and the hour where you actually tell yourself, say, this is it, this is what I am going to do, and I'm going to stick to this for the rest of my life, or for the rest of the year, or the rest of the week. Because if we understand how to be consistent, if we say we are going to do it for a lifetime just like that, I guess most of the time we will not commit nor continue. But if we take it time, if we say, all right, cool, you know, 7 days a week, all right, cool, me I going to change my diet. Because me I look on this aspect, you know. So me I talk based upon of something with me I strategize for myself. Because me not eat meat, but me think me going to stop eat fish one day. Me going to stop eat seafood too. Yeah, but we get in there. It happen in my mind, you know, so I know it happen physically. So 7 days a week, and then we can prioritize 2 we are going to eat. So if you can eat 2 days a week, natural stuff, vegetables and stuff like raw vegetables and stuff, 2 days a week, I guess over time, if you do that 2 days for 4 weeks, which is a month, I guess right there you will get the aspect of ramping it up, right? In terms of doing it more, like put on an extra day upon it, right?
More consistent.